In the town of Granby, by the river so wide, the British took a store and built a fort inside. They dug a deep moat, raised a wall up high, with Maxwell in command and redcoats standing by. Oh, a cannon roared and the rifles rang. Through the Carolina night, the freedom fighters sang. Through fire and thunder, they made their stand, till Fort Granby fell to the patriot hand. Wade Hampton watched with a keen, sharp eye. The fort was running low, their supplies ran dry. Sumter gathered men rough and bold and free. With powder and steel, they marched for victory. Fake guns on the hillside, a soldier's clever game. Maxwell stood firm, saw through the feigned aim. For 3 long days the rifles cracked, till Sumter's men fell back, but they'd soon be back. Oh, a cannon roared and the rifles rang. Through the Carolina night, the freedom fighters sang. Through fire and thunder, they made their stand, till Fort Granby fell to the patriot hand. Then came Hampton with dragoons so strong. Through the mist of the river they came riding on. At Friday's ferry the redcoats fell. 13 lay cold in the tolling bell. On May 14th, as the morning broke, Henry Lee arrived with cannon and smoke. From across the river his guns did glare, and Maxwell knew he'd not fight fair. No more bloodshed, no more cries. Maxwell surrendered beneath those skies. With all they had, the redcoats fled, as the patriots claimed what lay ahead. Oh, a cannon roared and the rifles rang. Through the Carolina night, the freedom fighters sang. Through fire and thunder, they made their stand, till Fort Granby fell to the patriot hand. Now the fort is gone, but the tale remains of the men who fought through loss and pain. By the Congaree their echoes call, a fight for freedom. Remember.
1780, revolution bounds. South Carolina is the battleground. The Gamecock, Taylor, and Lee arrive. Fort Granby falls from the British Isles.
Working on the corner of Riverland Drive, a feeling comes over me that's more than alive. This was Granby. I'm in Granby. History carries you near and far, like the guiding light of a brighter star to our Granby. This was Granby. Sitting on the corner of Riverland Drive, digging a hole, trying to find my pride. This was Granby. I'm in Granby. In the year of 1750, in the shadow of the dawn, a fort stood tall at Congaree, where the rivers rolled on. Lieutenant Peter Mercier, a man of steady hand, took the garrison's charge and made a stand. When the fires of war were burning and the settlers lived in fear, he opened up his heart and brought the Catawba near. While others kept their distance, cold and proud in their might, Mercier reached out with kindness, guiding them through the night. In the midst of storm and battle, there was love that grew, Elizabeth Haig with a heart so pure and true. Together they would build a future in the dark, but fate would call Peter's name and leave an aching mark. With the winds of war now howling, the French and Indians near, Mercier rode to Virginia despite the looming fear. He wrote his final will, his heart heavy with dread, for his unborn child, the life that lay ahead. But history forgets those who paid the price, the silent sacrifice in the name of life. Peter Mercier, you were brave and true, fighting on for a dream that you never knew. At Fort Necessity, the battle raged. Mercier stood unyielding on that fateful stage. He fought through the fire, though his body was torn. He held on for the dream of a nation reborn. The shots rang out and he fell to the ground, but through his sacrifice, hope still could be found. For in the saving of Washington's life that day, a nation's heart was born in the blood of the fray. But history forgets those who paid the price, the silent sacrifice in the name of life. Peter Mercier, you were brave and true, fighting on for a dream that you never knew. The forgotten hero.
Down by Congaree Creek, where the waters flow, through the whispering pines and the fields that grow, lies a land so rich with stories untold, from 12,000 years through the heat and the cold. The land was a cradle for those who came, Cherokee and Catawba, they made their name, trading their wisdom in the wildest of lands. Their spirits still walk on these ancient sands. Oh, the 12,000-year history park, where the past and the present leave their mark. From the time of the tribes to the battles that raged, every story here is a chapter on the page. Then came the war drums, the thunder of sound, as Sherman's march raged across the ground. In 1865, the battle was near. At Congaree Creek, you could feel the fear. The soldiers marched on with fire in their eyes, as the smoke of Columbia rose to the skies. The past was shattered, the land was torn, but this park holds the stories of all who were born. Oh, the 12,000-year history park, where the past and the present leave their mark. From the time of the tribes to the battles that raged, every story here is a chapter on the page. 12,000 years of life and loss, every stone, every tree has its cost. From the fire of war
voice of the dawn. This land holds the heart of where we're from. Walk the trails where the ancestors roamed. Feel the echoes of lives once known. From the peaceful dawn to the war-torn night, this park tells the tale of the struggle and fight. The rivers remember the hearts that beat. The stories linger beneath our feet. And as you stand, look to the sky, you'll feel the past and the present collide.